Yo.
What up?
What's Gucci? What's Gucci, y'all? What's Gucci, gang? Gang. Hope everybody feeling good. This is the 27th episode of the Longhouse Podcast. And I'm so happy y'all with us today because we got some shit we want to get off our chest a little bit. I know I do. Relating to Sweet Baby Inc. and all that. And it's okay, it might be an unpopular opinion, but we gonna see. Hopefully y'all still rock with us by the end of this episode. But we gonna see. Hopefully we can articulate enough to where it's understandable. Okay. As a holistic approach to these consultation groups, not just Sweet Baby Inc. But we got a wonderful episode. We got it's a wonderful week that's about to happen. 23 people already in here. Shout out to y'all, man, for rocking with us. We got Day Reezy. We got Razor Ramon. Yeah. We got Vic, the motherfucking click from the Foot Gang. We got Young Dreads, the artist. That's my boy, man. Oh, it's somebody new. He been fucking with our shit, man. I see him in the comments all the time. My boy, Flush motherfucking Jackson. What's popping, boy? What's popping?
What up?
We also got everybody's like, Solid White. What's popping, G? What's popping? E Ranks. What's good?
Yes, sir.
We got one of the best mods in the industry right now. We got Live Supremacy. Live Supremacy was good, man. And then, oh my gosh, one of the most generous people, man. Stone Blade. He said he ready for the jam session. Oh, we gonna get to it. Talos Ray, what's happening? Who else we got? Oh, it's Timmy. Yeah. It's popping, G. Arthur One came up in here early. He's trying to call somebody a pony bot. It's all good. I see you.
Off rib, huh?
Off rib.
Oh my God. And then we got Talos Ray in the building. Crispy Rambo. Sergi 24. Bruh. What's popping, y'all? What is Gucci? Silk Slayer in the building now. Hey, y'all throw up the set, bro.
Do that.
Throw up the motherfucking set. Our one and only Nova made a new emote or emoji for you guys of somebody blowing the horn, man. There you go. So, whenever I gotta blow the horn for Horn Hub, you know what I'm saying? For the horny horn man only fans, you know what I'm saying? I gotta do what I gotta do. My wife said I was so out of pocket for that because she watched it. She said you better not, because I know you. She said you better not make an OnlyFans. She said I know you. She said you better not make one as a meme or nothing, because we don't need that in our life and our kids seeing that 20 years later that she had a
feed up on the internet in 4K.
Yeah, boy. No, sir.
What up, big boy Mike?
Big boy Mike in the building, man. Before I get to the jam session, though, man, our boy came in here early. Adidas 20-0 with the $5 for the kids.
Hey,
well, salute to you, man. Thanks for showing up early and doing that, man. For sure.
Appreciate you.
I really appreciate that. But man, look, we're gonna get to these topics, man. When we gonna jam out? You know what I'm saying? Let me turn that motherfucker up. I can't hear it. Turn it up. It's like that. Woo, it's that old Kanye feel. College dropout. You know what I mean? Drop the beat so I can get started. Motherfucker. Hey. Gang, baby. Pornhub. Longhouse. It's the connection. Hey, what we talking about today? We got a lot of people yapping about Sweet Baby Inc. Diversity and inclusion. The boogeyman. What else we talking? We got Nintendo came in with the lawyers. Nova gonna talk about it. They say your emulation dreams might be dead. We got a lot to say about that. Y'all told the motherfucker set. We rocking out tonight. Killer said, yo, I heard they might be making another Titanfall 3. Run, what's it called? Wall run and all that shit. Let's get it cracking. You know what I'm saying? That's right, Goat Titus. The hottest rappers alive. Dylon.
You're too close, man.
Hey, Arthur once said Nintendo ain't never stopping me. That's right. When there's a will, there's a way. Just because your trash ass console runs at 20 frames per second don't mean I gotta play it that way. Give me that sweet goodness 120 frames per second Pokemon. I need it. We about to have a wonderful show. We got 33 people already in here in the first couple minutes. What we gonna do? How y'all feeling, Nova?
Bro, make me want to pass the collection plate on this one.
Scale.
Yeah.
And we in this bitch. We not stopping. That's what we do. We had 33 people in here, and then it said the 32. Somebody was rocking too hard, and they accidentally canceled out.
I said, whoops, my bad. Back in there.
That's right, Flush Jack. Flush Jackson said, dunk on that like button.
Yeah.
Please,
He
please.
said dunk on it. Chat, hope y'all doing well today, man. When we was coming up with the topics today, I had a really tough time picking mine because it's such a, you know, in the video game industry, or, you know, whenever we're talking about topics, people don't want to get political, right? Because video gamers are such a diverse group of people to where you might upset half of your fan base. But I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? It's a topic. It might be an unpopular opinion, but we got to talk about it. It's just what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we can agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? We'll make sure that we articulate ourselves well and not try to offend some. But we have to talk about it. It's just a thing that in our creed that we got to do, man. We can't shy away from topics because, you know, it might hit the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? It's tough discussions we have to take, and we can have some back and forth chat. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You say something you don't agree with, hit me back with the rebuttal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We can have a conversation about it. You might change my mind. I might change yours. I'm always open for my mind to be changed. That's what growth is about. Otherwise we live in this echo chamber and we never change and get better and grow.
Thanks.
Y'all feel me?
It ain't the hyperbolic time chamber, you know what I'm saying? It ain't growing in there.
All right, but before we get into it, man, I'm gonna go to you, Nova. What you been playing? What you been watching?
I've been watching a couple more episodes of I'm still trying to catch up to season 2 for Halo, man. I know I've been watching it for a while, so I'm trying to, duck and dodge the spoilers while I'm trying to catch up. So I've been watching that, and I've been playing a ridiculous amount of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, man.
Yeah.
Like I'm on it, bro. So,
Doesn't that feel good though? It feels good to feel that way about a new game. It's like I'm fucking with this.
Yeah, like I'm super geeked about it, man, because like I sat down and like I'm really it makes me feel like how I used to feel when I first played Final Fantasy VII back in the day. You know what I mean? Falling asleep with the controller in my hand. The story is pretty good, man. So
Yeah.
I'm not that crazy with it anymore because I'm not 12, but it's just keeping me on the game for sure, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been playing it too. Like we could talk about it after my spiel, but I fuck with it. I'm like 14, 15 hours in. I just got something to say to the community. You know what I'm saying? Whenever it gets around to me. But what you been? Oh, you said you've been watching Halo, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Bro, wasn't that crazy that first episode? Them kids getting blasted.
Bro.
That set the fucking tone, man. That's what I was locked in when that happened. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, yes, because Halo's rated mature. Yeah.
Maybe some shit on there, boy. But it's good, man.
Yeah. What about you, Scale?
As far as playing, I actually updated my graphics card recently, so I've been trying to test a lot of games and go through that whole process. It's actually my first time doing that. It was a whole thing. Came out okay, but I've been playing Starfield a little bit just to test things. I've been playing Gears 5 actually, kind of random.
Yeah,
got some friends who are playing that game. Is there is nothing like a Gears giblet splatter, man.
Oh, yeah.
Like, boy, you put that shotgun on a boy and they explode like that. And I'm playing this. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm enjoying this right now. Plus, like, it's a good test for my graphics card as well. So, like, I'm actually enjoying Gears kind of right now. But other than that, I've been playing Valorant. Man, if you check my live stream,
be quiet.
I did rage a little bit. If you catch my playing that and a little bit of Halo in there too. I still want rank Slayer. People still don't play the objectives on the games. So but other than that, I've been watching this show called Hunters. I don't know if y'all seen this. It's pretty much about the Nazis and how they infiltrated America, and it's about a team that hunts them down pretty much. It has Al Pacino in it. I'm actually enjoying that.
Oh, that sounds dope.
Yeah, it's pretty cool actually. It's pretty interesting. Especially I like those timepieces where they it's like take place in like the 70s or 80s. So I like to see the old cars that look new. You know what I'm saying? The old slabs, but they look good and like normal back then. That and I've been watching rewatched Dune because I'm about to see that Dune.
Yeah, I need to watch Dune 1.
Yep.
Actually, I'm gonna go see that tomorrow. Yeah, I think I'm.
Yeah.
This is the second one. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it bangs out. I haven't heard anything else except that it bangs out. Plus, like, you can't get spoiled by the story because you can watch Dune 1 if you want, like the original Dune, if you want to go back and see what happened. But yeah, what about you, Viking? That's what I've been playing and watching.
I'm on the same boat as Nova, man. I've been playing a ridiculous amount of Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. It's good, man. I like it a lot. And I've been watching Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Oh, I watched all that. I watched all of it. How you
Clean.
With Donald Glover?
Yeah.
Yes. Clean.
Okay.
Bro.
It's pretty clean.
Clean.
I watched all that. Me and my girl watched that. We enjoyed it. Doesn't go in the watch with your significant other for sure.
Yeah, it's clean, bro. Mr. and Mrs. is dope. I do got something to say though about Final Fantasy, right? Is that I'm almost certain because I've played it on performance mode a little bit. I am almost positive nobody's playing on that. So people are all of a sudden okay with 30 frames per second and it being a good game. All of a sudden, right? You can nitpick at any game. This has always been my thing, right? You can nitpick at any game, but you need to make sure you keep that same energy when those same issues happen on your preferred platform, right?
Yeah.
The asset pop in is crazy in that game, bro. Nova, you experience any of that?
Oh yeah, like definitely had some things popping in and out when I'm looking around, man. So definitely experienced some type of pop in and out.
And like the texture sometimes, just like sometimes they're cool, sometimes I'm like, what is this? Like the text, like the wall texture sometimes, or the rock textures, like and then they didn't sell you they sold you a false bill of goods, man, because whenever they first announced it and you saw Cloud and Sephora walking through, you saw the movement in the grass and the stuff as they were touching it. None of that in the game.
No way.
Yeah.
None of that in the game.
Dang.
Absolutely none.
That is one thing that I did see that was a little bit disappointing, because in some of the cutscenes, like they even have some of the grass sticking through like their legs and stuff too. So I was hoping to have the foliage, have some type of collision detection, but it's just there. It has no collision at all.
Even on both performance modes or both modes, it's still.
I've played in only quality mode. So quality mode should be the mode that has all the bells and whistles. You know what I mean? Yeah. All of the beautification, and even in that mode, it don't move.
Yeah. It was kind of unplayable for me in performance mode, just because like I want this is a next gen game apparently, and I want it to look like one.
It should be it should be next gen. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
So they do, like, I noticed they do some really interesting things to kind of almost fool you, right? There's 3 types of cutscenes within the game. You have like in-game cutscenes, right, where the textures and stuff like aren't that great. Then you have a blend of in-game and CGI. And then you have full-blown CGI, right? You can definitely tell what the full-blown CGI is, right? And the full-blown CGI is kind of few and far between, but you can definitely tell, like, between somebody like the group talking or whatever, that it's kind of the resolution is upscaled a bit or whatever, and then whenever it goes back in your in game, it kind of goes back down or whatever. And that's on quality mode. So, but they do a really good job of blending all 3 together. It's a pretty cool tactic, I think.
Yeah,
whatever,
and then
for the betterment of the game.
And it's some of the same tactics that they also pulled in the first Final Fantasy VII too. Like some of the backgrounds were pre-rendered and stuff like that. So yeah,
so it's pretty cool. So yeah, but bro, if y'all haven't watched Mr. and Mrs. Smith, bro, that shit's clean, bro. I think you're muted.
My bad. I was. It's a good watch for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out.
I'm enjoying it. Donald Glover, I think that's actually his company. The High, I think that's his company, and he produced, like, helped make that show.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, so
it's
it's cool. I actually really, me and my girl was like, need more.
Every time I see that man, he's doing something bigger and better, bro. It seemed like every year he's just going up and up, man. Shout out to Donald Glover for sure.
Yeah, he's going crazy with it, man.
I wish he would have got the Star Wars stuff.
Right, his Lando.
Lando. I wanted to see more Lando, maybe a solo, a spin-off Lando, but
yeah.
Oh, dang. Dang.
Dang.
Oh my God. He said he gonna wait. He said he gonna wait till it comes on PC.
It will look great and incredible. Maybe. Should.
Yeah. And it depends on what the issue is too, man. Because I think they made this game in Unreal Engine 4. So it looks great for, semi outdated, because 5 just came out not too long ago. And a lot of the issues that I think that it's experiencing will be fixed by some of the Unreal Engine 5 if they decide to upgrade, like the nanites, right? So how things look and the draw distance and lumen, because the one thing that has really been bothering me in this specific game is how light is the shadows, right? So when you're running around and you like just trying to cast light through like their hair, it just looks odd, right? It looks very pixelated and boxy and stuff like that. So there's just like stuff like that.
I'll be in a dark room and I get blinded if I'm coming out of a dark area into a light area. Like the whole screen turns white, bro.
That's crazy, because that's actually a tactic in some shooter games, like to blind you on coming out of a room. But I don't think it's meant for Final Fantasy. They should.
What I think they're trying to replicate is you going from like a very bright to a very dark area. So it'll like as soon as you walk into the dark area, it'll be super dark, and then but it doesn't gradually increase the brightness for you. It just gives it to you all at once. So it's a little jarring at times. Yeah.
Sergio said, "Are you guys covering the Xbox Partner Preview Showcase tomorrow? Is that tomorrow or Thursday?
I think it's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Is it? Okay,
It's
so we'll be covering. I'm sure that'll be one of our topics on Thursday whenever we have. I don't know if you guys saw the news, but we'll be having King David on Thursday, and also the wonderful Delilah HD on as well. So if y'all know who, I know y'all probably know who King is. But Delilah she's not under the Xbox arm, so probably not any Xbox questions for her, but like she's the senior designer at Microsoft for AI and cloud. So she knows her shit when it comes to stuff like that. So yeah, that'll be really cool. That's a nice pairing to have like on the show, man. So
Yeah, it's gonna be huge.
yeah, so she's also the producer of GWG Podcast. So y'all go check her out, man, anytime, whenever y'all get the chance. So yeah, so man, all right, let's get into it. Sweet Baby Inc. Everybody. So I'm gonna read you guys on paper what these people do. Some of their clients, I'll read some of them are, well, let me read you who they are first. Ugh. So the Sweet Baby Inc. is an inclusion focused narrative and consultation company, right? We're building a team and a process in hopes of building a kinder, more sustainable industry at every scale. Whether you need a fresh pair of eyes or a guiding hand, we're here to work for you. Some of the things that they do is they help with writing, narrative, representation, and development of video games, right? So whenever we talk about representation, we're talking about of minority groups or anything of that nature, right? Same thing with they do like narrative, like writing and narrative, like their aspect on doing stuff like that is what do you call it? Sensitive reading, I guess, to make sure that stuff doesn't offend people, blah blah blah. So they worked on games like Alan Wake 2, God of War Ragnarok, Suicide Squad, the Jude game that I think they're coming out with, not Sweet Baby Inc., but I forgot what studio's doing that. Usual Jude. I'm stoked for that game. They're doing South of Midnight. They did the Crew Motorfest, Breeze in the Clouds, Sable, and these are just, it's not games they did, it's games they consulted on. So just so y'all know.
Right.
Where they got into how, first of all, being woke or whatever the fuck that means is a hot topic amongst gamers, or politics being the games. And I've watched like a lot of podcasters talk about this, right? Or influencers talk about this, and they have their own opinions and I have mine, right? And like I respect their opinion, but I feel like we should talk about it. Right?
Ain't nothing wrong with talking about.
So the latest scuffle has happened with some of their employees, right? And the CEO making some comments that people did not like. And I agree, like some of them, like, man, what was one of the dude's name? Felix at Home, right? I thought, hold on, is Felix at Home? Felix at Home is the CEO of the game. Yes. So she made some comments in 2014 to her Twitter handle was at Lego Butts, right? One of the tweets read, "Pay me to shoot down your white male lead game ideas."
Bro, I saw that, bro.
Yes. So she had another one from 2014, had a nightmare that I was a white male gamer. Right. Obviously, these are ridiculous comments to make.
Terrible.
Right. obviously. She also wrote somewhere that the way we look at demographics is that we go, okay, the majority of our player base is, let's say, a white male. So we're going to make stuff for white males. And that's something that she was trying to change through advocacy and activism, right? But like, this ain't it, fam. Like, you cannot be a public figure, try to change something for the better as far as diversity and inclusion, and then shit on others at the same time. You can't do it. Right?
Nope.
Another one was somebody on Steam made a thing that Sweet Baby Inc. detected tool or whatever to show you where Sweet Baby Inc. games are, or it's detected so you don't buy them or whatever. And that person got fucking harassed by people from Sweet Baby Inc. Again, not acceptable. Okay. Wasn't there was another one, some dude saying the N-word like crazy. I think I lost it though.
Oh, shit, just look on the internet somewhere else, you'll find it, I'm sure.
Yeah. What was his name, man? Sweet Baby Inc. employee. Sorry, gang. Damn. Let me just type in the N-word. Yeah.
Let me just type in N-word.
I had to, bro. Because it wasn't showing up, bro. Like,
yeah, you next.
Oh
my God.
I think let me just type in it. That's trash. I shouldn't do that. Oh my God, that came through my speakers. Anyway, this dude like back in a while ago was talking, like said like the N-word multiple times, bro. Like with the ER. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, not acceptable. So we are not going to defend the employees of Sweet Baby Inc. We are not. Rather, the reason why I bring up this topic is to discuss, and Nova and Scale could talk about the employees if they caught something else that I didn't, is rather discuss the need or not the need to have consultation on diversity and inclusion, or for minorities in general, right? So that's what I want this discussion to be about, is if it's needed, why it's not needed, etc. Right? So, because what I don't want to happen, and hear me out, what I don't want to happen is Sweet Baby Inc. is probably the only consultation group that you just found out about, when there are a whole slew of them. But anytime one gets brought up or found out about, they will be compared to Sweet Baby Inc.
Right.
Yep.
That's what I don't want to happen. Right? Because I'll go to Nova and Skellington first, and then we can start digging this up or whatever. So like, Nova, did you see, like, what, give me your comments or your hot takes about, let's start with the employees of Sweet Baby Inc.
Start with the employees. So obviously all of those comments, man, are nuts. When I started to do the research for this specific topic, I just saw a lot of that, right?
Yeah.
So I can understand why people are pretty pissed, especially when they go to look it up and see what's going on. Like, it's crazy. So the comments that people pulled up from 10, I think it was what, like 8-10 years ago, somewhere around there, 10-12 years ago, all terrible comments. And it's crazy to see, man. Like, and unfortunately, this specific company, they they are going to be used as an example of, hey, these are the people that's trying to do this, you know, and that's really unfortunate, man, because the work is important, and it's crazy that we actually thought about it like separately that this is actually the case. But yeah, the comments that came out, insane, man. What do you think about it, Sco?
It's poor execution, man. Like once you said what was said, I was like, oh, I understand what they're trying to say. Like, you know, trying to 70% white male, like led team. It's like she like wanted the inclusion and wanted to help out and, you know, wanted to beef it up. But that is horrible execution. You can't you can't downgrade or belittle another race or anything like that to try to get your point across. That's hypocrite. It just sounds hypocritical. It's like, did you not hear what you just said? It's like, you know, it's not the way. And I saw something else that said I think they DDoSed another website because they didn't have the same world views as them. I was like, damn, y'all just shut them down because they didn't think the same with stuff like that's just bad execution. Like you gotta kind of lead by example. And I agree that unfortunately they will become the example.
Yeah,
now
they definitely moving mad over there. I'm not gonna lie.
Which is like, I like it sucks because I like the E for enthusiasm. You know what I'm saying? As they say, I like the chutzpah. Like I like that they are willing to go. They got nuts. I'm gonna just say it like that. They got big nuts. I'm gonna just put it that way. It's like, damn, y'all bold, but it's like just put that somewhere else, not into the wording. That's not working. DDoSing the site is crazy. Y'all did not have to. Why? Really?
Yeah. Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Hey, let me get this. BT Maverick 707 hit us with 5 Longhouse Gaming Podcast memberships. Those were gifted out to Talos Ray. Oh, my boy Gamsley up in here. Karate Chop. You feel me? What's up, boy? MJ Dark, Razor Ramon, Intent Gaming. Bro, that's what's up. Y'all think that, man. Hey, we got a new emote in here with some horn hub action. I'm gonna blast it out right quick. Every time, you know what I'm saying? You know what time it is. I gotta get that horn. It's horn hub time, baby. I blow the horn for money.
Technically.
Let me see if I can, because this should be coming through. I'll be re-listening and it don't sound right, but let's see if I can do it. Hold
on. Try it one more time.
Yeah.
One more time.
It was bad and then it got better.
Yeah, we couldn't hear anything of that on half of it. Let me get one more.
Look at your face, cuz.
I know. Stop looking at me. Look at the horn, bro.
All right, this one free.
Solid.
All right.
Yeah, that was solid.
Add a little bass to it.
Nobody farted, nerd.
It's crazy because I was like, damn, why are you talking to them like that?
Like, oh, okay. No, appreciate that, BT Maverick. For sure. All right, man. So like the discussion I want to have is, are these consulting companies necessary? If so, or if not, why? And I'm gonna start with you, Scale.
Are the consulting companies necessary? I think so, yes. Because like even that said with the mostly white male audience, if they're making a game that is featured somewhere else that they don't know about, how are they going to make the game correctly? They have no clue. And we talked about in the green room, I brought up San Andreas. Can you imagine if it was just them creating CJ and all that going on? Hey, yo, CJ! You think how nice and authentic it felt is because I'm sure they had consultation. Like they did not come up with that all in-house. Like they had somebody say, hey, this is how this works over here in this part of the world, i.e. the hood. So we need We need to make sure you know what's going on. Plus, you don't want to be misrepresented either, because imagine if they made that and it didn't represent it the right way. No, we're not with that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I could just
Like,
start.
people are fooling themselves if they think Rockstar doesn't have consulting firms help them make their game, because we all know, well, probably not all know, but like around 70% of game developers are white, right? Like, so yeah, like, you have a room full of white men, and it's no offense to them, because they could have Scottish background, Irish background, German background, so they know culturally those parts, or just like an American background in general, so they know culturally what happens in those parts. But to be pitched an idea, you work for the company, hey, we're making this Asian centric game, right? Like, you have to, they're going to have to do a lot of research, and B, hit up a consulting firm to make sure that they represent those people properly.
Correct.
Right? So like, okay, yeah. But go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're all good. But yeah, I just had to say that I just think they're necessary. I don't think there's a way that you can be culturally accurate and run a big time company without it. Like, I don't see that being the way. What you think, Nova?
Man, to be honest, I'm right there with you, Scale. These types of companies are necessary, because nobody would want anybody to make a movie about them without consulting them first, right? Because that's what's been happening historically here. Like, people just make movies, and they just kind of speculate and like, I think that's how it goes, and it comes out, and the people that it's made about are like usually like, all right, that's not even right. So, so I think that it's actually a good idea that that these companies do exist. And actually, I thought about a couple specific reasons of why they should exist, right? And chat, you guys may remember these occasions too, because they were pretty recent. So in 2018, does anybody remember the H&M ad with the coolest monkey in the jungle ad with the little black boy?
Oh man. Oh
Yep.
man. Oh man.
That ad was insane, right? But that is one example of nobody in the room understanding how this type of ad will be received by the public or society wise, right? So Ghost Status saw it, said, dog, that H&M ad was bogus, right? I got one more for you. The very next year in 2019, Gucci had that luxury sweater that turned you into blackface, made you look like you were a part of a minstrel show.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
sold out.
Like,
I'm joking.
Yeah.
You say it's a Gucci. Oh shit.
So I'm just saying, these are you're good. So these are good examples of companies being in dire need of some type of representation of these people. Like, you need a nice pot of diverse group if you want to actually give some type of product to the world of diverse people, right? So I think it's just been a long time of just one group of people getting the ability to just tell everybody's story. So I think that is going to be a thing of the past, and now people are trying to, get included while telling their story. And another thing about this, man, and this is why this is another reason why this is so important. I used to watch another like YouTube page or whatever, and they talk about they go to Japan, asking people questions and stuff, and they specifically asked some of the Japanese citizens, what do they think about black people, just straight up.
Yeah.
Right. And the only thing that those individuals knew about black people is what they saw on the media, because there's not, it's a very homogenous society. It's mostly Japanese people. So what a lot of the world is seeing when it comes to these specific topics are not really being told by the people it's coming from. So it's very important, man, that we get some type of good, optics, and, get a little hand in there.
Do you remember that one ad about the white PlayStation coming out? I think it was in Germany. Bruh, when I tell you,
The white place.
I gotta the white PlayStation. Hold on, I gotta show you this shit.
Better than the black or something? Is that
bro? Watch, bro. You are not going to fucking believe it.
It was Germany?
All right, hold on. I'm pulling this bitch up. I think it was Germany, bro. Hold on.
Oh, that's fine.
I gotta make sure this shit's blown up. It was the PlayStation Portal. Yep, here we go. Y'all ready for this? That was a real ad.
What? What?
Wow.
What? It sucks because I like the artwork and it's so bad though.
I see what they were trying to do.
I see
They were
what they're
trying to show
trying
the
to do.
contrast. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to cook.
Good cameras. But, boy, that's crazy. That was in Germany. No.
Yeah, bro.
Oh man.
Absolutely. Was it?
It sucks because I like all the white versions that be coming out to the snow, this and that, and it just be clean.
Oh, it was the Netherlands. Sorry.
Netherlands.
No disrespect to Germany. My fault. That was the Netherlands. But let me
crazy. Why did she have to be holding her like that? The old version didn't do nothing to you. I don't.
Absolutely, bro. Let me. Peanut Brook said consulting is cool. Just don't make Batman or Spider-Man gay. Just saying. Yeah. So like, this is the whole thing about anti-woke versus woke, right? Like that is a bridge too far, right? Like even whenever they make. I get upset sometimes whenever they make traditionally white characters a different race for the sake of inclusion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why don't you just introduce minority characters, right? Opposed to stealing the spotlight from something else, because you're naturally going to piss people off, right? Yeah. Besides Nick Fury, that's my dog. Samuel Jackson can take anybody role.
Yes, he can.
But like, especially whenever it comes, especially if it's your sexual orientation is central to you as a person, right? So like when you flip somebody from being because we know the relationship, like let's say Spider-Man, right? His relationship with Mary Jane and XYZ, like if you do something like that, it flips the character on its head. It's no longer the same character. Now it could be in a different universe.
That's how they take care of that plot.
That is how they do that,
right? But traditionally, you can't do that, right? Like that to me, that's a bridge too far. Why don't you just introduce another character that is or happens to be from the LGBTQA community, and all is fine. You know what I mean?
Straying away from the canon is what always just messed me up. Like if it was canon in the original comics and stuff like that, fine. But once you like, it's not original content anymore at that point. That's what bothers me. Otherwise, I don't give a shit. But I just want the content to remain what it was when it came out. And even if it was racist shit, that's what it was when it came out. I know that's bad, but like that's just what it was when it came out. Like,
no, I feel you on that though, Skell, because that's a slippery slope, man. When we start being like, all right, this is cool, this is not, like if it's out there, it's out there, man.
100%. And then MJ Dark said, let's not forget that Yoshi P told us that people of color cannot exist in Final Fantasy 16, where dragons and goblins exist. That's bullshit.
That is the dumbest shit I've ever. There's dragons and goblins,
right? Like, and I sometimes I hear the arguments about Witcher 3 also, because there aren't any black people right in there. Like, and to me that if it's a fantasy world, fucking ridiculous. There's no, and you can say like, behind the scenes, like, well, they live in a different island or some shit. Like, no, nigga, like, no, No. And I get the writer from Witcher 3 was from Poland or whatever, but like you are building a fantasy world, fantasy world. You know what I mean?
Like
Like
flying lions that attack you and shit.
yeah.
Right.
Not a
Hold
black
on.
person in sight.
Lord of the Rings didn't have any black people either.
The movies?
The movies, yeah. Yeah, they
So
did
good
it.
though.
Yeah, but
They
Final
are.
Fantasy 7 got black people though. I
They
haven't
do.
seen none of they. I haven't seen nobody hair yet though. I done played 15, 20 hours. Everybody that had hats on.
I think Final
They got
Fantasy
black
got
people.
our respect, and I forget which Final Fantasy it was, but the one where the black dude had the afro, like it was actually a nice afro. I forgot
That
which
was
one
on. That was 13.
Oh, it had the bird in it, I believe.
I did not like that, bro.
Bro, I remember
I like that
one of y'all niggas was playing it. And I was like, is that a chicken in his hair?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
little
bro.
dog, man. Little
Yeah,
dog.
I didn't fuck with that. Nah, bro. Nope.
Like, but I'm not saying it was good. His afro looked good to me.
Oh, his afro
yeah,
was
yeah.
good. Yeah.
Just the afro. I'm
sure.
just talking straight afro.
Yeah. Yeah. So
That
he
afro was
made a good
clean.
comment.
I
He
don't
made a
care.
good
That shit
comment.
was.
Nah, it was clean, bro. The only thing I didn't like about it was like he was just kind of. This was like one of my first experience of having a black person in Final Fantasy because I'm a Final Fantasy fan. So I just didn't like how he was just like the main laughing point. Like everybody was,
agree.
you know what I mean?
I agree.
Like,
He was the joke, the character,
he was the
comic
joke.
relief for sure.
Yeah.
I agree. Mhm.
Yeah, so like, and Saint Reborn says, I think for them it's really different too. Though they live in a most homogeneous country, so homogeneous is the norm, which would be cool. The way Elder Scrolls, they have different nations and people travel or whatever, right? Like you make a really good point, but I wonder at what point they were making the game, bringing it to life, right? At what point, and there was like, are all of our characters really going to be white, even though there's dwarves and manticores and all this other shit in it? And going back to the creator of it, if he had any sort of say in how his game worked, like how J.K. Rowling kind of controls her IPs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, or did he say no? Because like if I'm making let's say I'm making a book, right? A fantasy book, dragons, dwarves, all the shit, right? And and people in China want to make the game for it, right? And specifically, my character or protagonist is black, villain's black, right? And the Chinese people come to me, it's like, are none of these people going to be Chinese or anything like that? Like I would sit back and be like, yeah, that wouldn't ruin the story at all.
Yeah,
That has nothing to do with the story.
Yep.
So why have why do that? Why say no to that? Like to keep true to the story? Like the story is still the story. It still would have been a good game, but now when I look at it, I'm just playing with in a white world.
Right. They're NPCs anyway. You can't
Right.
just throw one in there. It's like, come on, bro. We don't even barely care about them as it is. It's like, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And to be honest, like as a consumer, man, that'll make me feel a little bit more immersed into the game if I can see my likeness in the game a little bit. So I can understand.
Right. And that goes with anything. That goes with any sort of medium. Because that's like black people know, right? If you don't know, anytime a black person goes in this store, we immediately notice if we are the only black person there.
Yep.
Immediately. My wife went to a barbershop with me one day. Right? Packed.
Oh gosh.
She sat down. I was like, you feel that? And she was like, feel what? I was like, do you feel that? Look around. It's like, you the only white person up there. That's how I feel every fucking day.
Yep.
At work, like everywhere, bro.
Everywhere.
You know what I'm saying? Unless I lived in fucking
Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta.
The South. Move on to the South. Yeah, Atlanta is
Atlanta, New York, sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, unless I lived in one of those places, then shit, okay.
Mhm.
But I went to U Scale Nova, did I talk to you? Hold on, who do we leave off on?
I think me, right?
I
Yeah,
don't remember, man. We've been just talking about this topic, bro. It don't even matter.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I think that like in my opinion, like these consultant companies are extremely necessary. Some of the flack that I heard was, the recent Spider-Man movie about the deaf black girl that was in it. I was like, that shit ain't bother you, bro. Like, you really wanted it to bother you.
Yeah.
For it to bother you. And I don't want to hear the excuse of, well, there's imminent danger around. So, like, what are we doing here? Why are we doing this? Like, I was playing Final Fantasy and I just got done picking flowers. Like, these side quests exist. Like, these fetch quests. Oh, can you help catch my son's missing?
My
like
son is missing. Yeah.
The world's burning.
But
I have to go, catch your son. You know what I'm saying? Like
escort a dog from town to town.
Yes.
Right.
It's in every fucking game. Let's not pick and choose which ones like we disagree with. Same thing with Spider-Man 2 again. Whenever there was you had to do the quest where and like Scale said in the green room, it was time consuming, but okay. Where you had to ask the gay dude's crush to go out with him. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bruh. Like, that shit don't bother you. Like, because if it was a male asking, like, Missy won't talk to me, but I want to take her to prom, you wouldn't have said shit.
Right. It bothered me either way. It was time consuming. Either way that would have went.
Right.
Like, come on. Yeah, I don't care about what was happening. It's like you're just come on. You're taking my time. Let's get it going. That's what I was worried about. Not that it was gay dude or not. Did not matter.
Yeah. Right. But like, yeah, these things exist, bro. And then like when it comes to like the LGBTQ, because I see a lot of people like they're inserting it or whatever. Listen, art, no matter what medium it takes, will always be a reflection of the people who make it. Always. They take their own political ideology, their worldview, and they insert it into their games. It has always existed that way, and it always will. So whenever there's 20% of game developers are from the LGBTQA community, you will see that because they want to be represented, right? On the flip side of that, it's exactly why we get the same Lucio hairstyle in every goddamn game.
Every game.
Killmonger,
The Killmonger joint. We as black people get that same hairstyle. And Prince of Persia was the latest example.
Yep.
Same fucking hairstyle in every fucking game.
They said we like Michael B. Jordan. Must be good.
Like
crazy.
So until there's more black people, kind of think what, like 3% of game devs are black, which is abysmal.
Yeah.
Right.
To be honest, yeah.
And then that's not even them making decisions. That's just them working.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the higher you go up as a black person, the less and less there are of us. You know what
Big
I'm saying?
facts.
Like I'm middle management right now, and I'm like, I just had a meeting today. Out of 30-something people, only black person, male or female, in there.
Yeah. And I've been in IT for almost 20 years, man. Like, I've been probably the only black person the majority of the time, bro.
Yeah.
It's just what it is.
There are things that are popping up, like gaming camps and code camps that are popping up in underprivileged areas that could probably help that, right? But like, until we get to that point, these consultation groups are necessary. You know what I mean? Like they just are. Like you look at previous game of the past, like nobody's complaining about the diversity of Overwatch because it's fucking clean. You know what I mean? You got good representation of women. You got a good representation of black people. You have
country representation,
Hispanics. Like you have the gauntlet, and that wouldn't happen whenever you have 70% of your workforce being white without some sort of. It wouldn't happen accurately, probably, without some sort of consultation.
And that's what's key, right? Is the accuracy.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's art at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like some people like to be like, all right, well, this is the specific thing that I want to get out there, man. I want to show this aspect of maybe this culture or something like that. And they just sometimes you need a little bit of help to convey that thought, man. And maybe it's maybe you may have to get that information for some people that's of the culture.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Ghost Santa says Miles Morales and Spider-Man 2 had the same goddamn haircut.
They updated it to it. That's what pissed me off. I was like, bro, he was clean with the fade. That was fine. And then you get like a little on top, but like, why did y'all just instantly gave him that? And then they made the last suit you get with him, the cannon suit, have the head cut off in the suit so it pops out.
Oh, they said we gonna have to get that.
Bro, I was like, I know y'all did not cut this fucking helmet off to show the hair. It's like we already don't want it. Go back to the fade, man. He was clean with the fade for the babes. Come on, man.
Yeah, he was clean with the fade.
He was
bro.
clean.
But even in that game, right? Like like they did consultation on Spider-Man 2. Sweet Baby Ink did, right? And and then I know people, the Cuban people were so happy when they saw that their culture, besides from that flag inside the house that was of a different country, that was a mistake, but like the representation of Cubans was fucking solid.
Right.
And Cubans really loved it too. You know what I mean? I think they fucked up on like the Spanish dialogue, and that's what's crazy. Like you don't know what parts of the game Sweet Baby Ink touched.
Right.
But if it's bad, you're going to associate it with them. Right? Like we all know God of War Ragnarok was a solid game. And nobody's talking about that. Or Alan Wake 2. Nobody's talking about that, even though Sweet Baby Ink was consulted in that game.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, well, they must have did good on those. Well, what's going on here? I was like, well, those are top tier. Hold on. Hold up. Yeah.
Right. And then like people were shitting on like, if there's one good thing about Suicide Squad, bro. Oh, Puerto Rican. Holy fuck. Did I just say Cuban? My fucking bad. See, fire me now. Think about it.
See, now that's a great point, because if you think about it, right? So just imagine you being the guy that's in the office, right?
Right.
Thinking, because it doesn't have to be something that's very just somebody just mad and evil, really trying to go out here and do it. This is just honest mistakes that can happen. And it's just
that up. See?
Yeah, you made a mistake. You're a human being, bro. But that's why we have each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that's why we have.
The Cuban was in my thing because that's what the flag in the house was.
It was
the Cuban
flag. And then you had pointed out that it was different. I remember.
Right. Yeah.
It was supposed to be a Puerto Rican flag.
It was supposed to be a Puerto Rican flag in their own house. Yeah. So that's my fault. But hey, that was a good example of somebody fucking up.
Yeah, and imagine what you just did on a grand scale. So it's like,
that could have cost the company millions of dollars. What just happened? You know what I'm saying? So they are taking this very seriously. Imagine a lot of people didn't like this show, Miss Marvel's, right?
Like, I loved it.
Miss Marvel's
I did. Like me and my daughter watched it.
That's what I was watching with my kids too.
Me seeing her geeked out. Geeked me out, bro.
I see that.
Yeah, and same with me too. So.
Kidless, not loved.
And I respect that. But like they had so much culture sprinkled throughout that show, bro.
Yeah.
It would have been impossible to make that show and have that level of authenticity without talking to somebody who's from the culture, man.
I agree.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
They did have that down. That was a fun part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my daughter she fucking loves, like, she loved that. I think what she loved more was Annalita Battle Angel. Like, she fucking,
that was gas.
That movie was crazy.
Gas.
loved that fucking movie, bro. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if we still lived in the 90s or 80s, right? My daughter would never be able to see herself on the screen kicking ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what's so good about this, man. Like, I fucking love it. You know?
Yeah.
And just to see her, you know what I'm saying? Like, even whenever, like, I forgot what happened or whatever. I was telling my wife about Sarah Bond became president of Xbox, right? And then, you know, the name Sarah, my daughter was like, what? Who's that? Or whatever. It's like first Black woman head of any sort of console company at all, or whatever. And bro, she was geeked, bro. She was like, what did she used to do? Like, what, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now she sees herself. Like, she could do that too. Like, women are invited to the party. We can have a seat at the table. You know what I'm saying? Black women. You know what I mean?
Huge.
So it's dope, man. Like, I really don't. Like, I feel like some people just want to be fucking mad at something.
Well, I don't know if they want to be mad, bro. I will say that a lot of the content that's online right now is rage bait, bro, because it's engaging. It keeps people upset. It keeps you online. It keeps you out here hunting and pecking on this keyboard, bro. that's you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the truth, bro. Like, that's what's happening out here. So it's like a fad to be upset sometimes, man. Like, and it's unfortunate that because we have these awesome games that this is literally a first world problem, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, well, I don't think this specific thing in this game is, you know what I mean? Like, just enjoy your games, bro.
Just enjoy the game. Right?
Just enjoy the game. Because like you said, man, your daughter was impacted by some type of positive thing that she saw. The same thing with me, man, with LeVar Burton and Reading Rainbow is you know what I mean? Very positive. That was the first time that me as a Black kid was able to see like another positive Black male figure, like reading books and being excited about it, bro. And since that happened, I got excited about learning, bro. And look at me today, you know, like I'm just saying it's necessary.
Yeah. That's how, I mean, this was older in my life though, but that's how I felt about Neil deGrasse Tyson as an astrophysicist. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like, and I was like, and then I delved deeper into space, bro. Like, cause that, you know what? I like his podcast that he has. I don't like him being on other people's podcasts because he be cutting motherfuckers off,
bro. And I really mess with him heavy, bro. But like lately, the last year or two, it's just been kind of like
he's fine on his own podcast though, because he's asked
Star Talk, right?
Star Talk, yes. He's fine on there. But don't invite him onto nobody else's shit because he's just gonna cut you off at any second. Oh man. Especially if you're not part of the science community, bro. Like, he gonna cut you off, and he has a little bit of elitism about him. You know what I mean? When it comes to shit like that, which is, you know, they say don't meet your heroes. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to like
say that.
You don't have to like every quality about people that you like. You know what I mean?
MJ was asshole.
That's
what they said. Yeah.
Wanna be like Mike, huh? Do you? Do you?
Yeah. We got Pioneer out here in these streets gifting one Longhouse Gaming Podcast membership. That's what I'm talking about, dog. He gifted that to GOAT status.
The one and
That's
only.
why he's the GOAT. Thank you for that, man. And GOAT status, thank that man. GOAT was talking about, you know, he's in med school right now with 200 people. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah. And there are only 10 Black males in my class, including myself, and 5 Black females.
Yeah, you're also in med school. That it's pretty expected. Well, it shouldn't be, but I mean, it is
because it's expensive. And,
it's a lot.
Yeah.
Congrats, though, bro.
Yeah, for real, man.
Thug it out. Don't quit.
Don't quit. Thug that shit out.
It's worth.
Yes, sir.
Put on for your people.
Yeah, keep on going. Yeah, BT Maverick says Neil Tyson gives great lectures as well. He does, bro. Like he
Yeah.
sets
I
that bitch
bet he
off.
does. That's what I bet he does.
Oh, he said he been to 2 of them. That's dope.
Oh,
man.
lucky, bro. That's awesome.
I got all his books. I need to go to one and get one of them signed, bro. Probably Welcome to the Universe. I'll probably get signed. That's like my favorite one. It's like 3 of them. He's one of the authors of it. It's like their lectures from like a intro to astrophysics class. It's pretty fucking dope.
That's good. What was the one I was reading when I came out there?
That was letters. Is it letters from an astrophysicist? Something like that.
It was
astrophysics for people in a hurry. That's what it was.
Yep,
called.
That one.
Yep, that was dope too.
It's a good time.
Yeah, shout out to Brian Cox too. I watch some of his content on YouTube as well.
Yeah, I think that I'm gonna transition here just slightly to another thing that I've been seeing from other people within the community talking about politics and video games. Keep your politics out of my video games. I just want my games to be fun. Listen, unless you're playing party animals, politics are going to be in your games. Period. I got a few examples I want to read off. Okay. And this comes from different mediums too. X-Men. Anything that's political as fuck. That had to deal everything from the civil rights movement. Mutants versus non-mutants. Right? For civil rights. Right? Like you had 2 sides of the mutants. You had Magneto, which is my guy.
That is the guy.
That was Malcolm X. And then you had Xavier X. Not Malcolm X, sorry. Xavier was Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying?
He did have the peaceful approach.
Yeah. He did, yeah. That's one example. All Call of Duty games and war games are political as fuck.
Oh shit, the whole thing.
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
Every single bit of it. BioShock, the beloved BioShock, political as fuck. It had everything to do with objectivism. If Ayn Rand, from the author from Atlas Shrugged, had it her way with the me first type of shit and what the world would look like in that kind of atmosphere, political as fuck. Yes, Gears, Halo, political as fuck.
Yep.
Star Wars, my G. I'm sure all these people talking about no politics in my games are probably love the fuck out of some Star Wars. That was a protest to the Vietnam War. And Lucas talked about it. George Lucas talked about it. Right? That was a protest to where he even said that the Emperor was modeled after Richard Nixon.
That's
right?
crazy.
Yeah.
And the rebels were the Viet Cong. It was a protest. Guys. And that's the thing, like somebody, Kuru, I appreciate the comment, man, for real. He said, I think they're referring to modern day politics, though. You are probably correct when it comes to modern day politics. I personally haven't really seen it, or probably just glazed over it probably when it comes to modern day politics. But everything I'm listing right now, when X-Men first came out, those were modern day politics too.
Yeah, what's considered modern day politics? I'm curious about what specifically modern day politics is.
So I'm curious as well.
Just curious.
Oh, we'll wait for him to comment if he if he does anything. Yeah, like everything is going to be, and exactly right. Flesh Jack says it's made by human beings. Human beings in general, whether you follow politics or not, you're political. 100%. Yeah, exactly right. Crispy Rainbow says politics is in every game. Some just stand out more than others. I'm playing AC Valhalla right now, and everything you do is for a political reason.
Yeah.
100%, man. So
Shout out to Sweet Baby on that one too. There you
go. Spider-Man 2 is an example. So like Spider-Man 2, like I think one thing that made me upset with Spider-Man 2 was how fucking strong MJ's weapon was.
She was strong, bro.
Right. And if we don't know whose decision it was, we don't know if it was Sweet Baby Inc.'s decision or if it was the developer's decision to have Mary Jane take the death shot. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't know. We don't know whose decision that was.
That's true.
Right? And that's when I think like, you know, did it ruin the game for me? No. You know what I mean? But like, could it have been done better? Yes.
It was better than the first Mary Jane version, is sneaking around and shit. I didn't like listen, I didn't like either version, but the second version was better because you got done with it faster because you could shoot. But that's other than that, it didn't. There's no reason to bother me. I didn't want it in the game at all. I don't want to play Mary Jane. I'm be honest. Like
you bought Spider-Man, you know what I'm saying?
I bought Spider-Man. Yeah.
Yeah. Bean says Captain America is also political. Nigga, it's in the name. You know what I'm saying? Yes,
oh yeah,
of course. Yo, in the older comics, he was beating the shit out of Nazis, bro. Like
I believe it. I'm not laughing at that, but like
he was beating the shit out of them. You know what I mean? Who's this? Oh, friend. He said, I think that if you have to put down other groups to push your agenda, you probably shouldn't be a consultant. I agree.
Okay.
That's a very valid point.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't be putting down others. Your mission statement is that you're going to help diversify games. And with that, you shouldn't be shitting on other groups.
Nah.
Yeah.
Right. Now it's not zero sum, right? Like with diversity, there's some groups, right, that are majority groups will go down a little bit. Like if The Witcher's 100% white, if it's diversified, it just might be 80.
Right.
And people just need to be okay with that, bro. Like it's fine. The Black John says LGBTQ and sexism stuff, maybe.
See you with that Gear 5 Luffy, boy. Ooh. One Piece. That's my shit, man.
Yeah. Can you expand on that, Black John? A little bit. We love to talk about it. And my man said, imagine the gorilla grip Mary Jane has.
Jesus.
Oh my God. We have Nerds and Other Legends with the $5 super chat. He says, love listening to you guys, having a good time. Great show, guys. Hey, we right now, like I'm probably taking up too much time, but like this is a conversation for all of us to have, man. You know what I mean? Like this is the type of shit that I love doing podcasts for. It's like interacting with other people, getting other people's views on stuff. Because I don't like the simple phrases of, oh, that's woke. I was like, well, can you expand on that just a little bit? You know what I mean? Like what about it was woke and why does it upset you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if a game's bad, it's bad. That's because you didn't like the mechanics of the game. You didn't like the story of the game. Sometimes I play games that have horrible story, but awesome mechanics.
Correct.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Sometimes they're both bad, and that's a bad game.
That is, sometimes they're both bad.
But no, thanks for the 5, nerd.
Thank
for
you.
real. No, you didn't miss the Titanfall 3 takes. They're coming, bro.
Yeah, and this is an important conversation to have, bro. So I'm not really tripping. Like Nintendo, doing stuff and Titanfall. Those are important things, but nowhere near as important as this topic, I feel.
Nah, I knew nothing about Sweet Baby. That's what I'm saying. I did not know about this stuff. I didn't know about it makes sense that they have consulting firms and things like that, but I am just now being made aware of all this stuff going on. You know what I mean? I do still think consulting firms are important though. So they're just to the example now. That's what sucks. That does suck. But hey, sometimes you gotta be that. Sometimes you gotta be the example, the Ridley from Alien. That's not even the same thing. But
really from Metroid?
Yeah.
Star Traffic says Insomniac studio director of Spider-Man 2 said Mary Jane character was what he was most proud of. And again, but people are putting the blame on Sweet Baby Inc.
Most proud of? Dang.
Yeah, I mean, I remember him talking about I think he was on Kind of Funny, I believe, for an interview, and they brought up some people are saying Mary Jane is too strong. And he pretty much said fuck off. He said
Take
they
that
could
shit out the
kiss my
game.
ass.
That's crazy that it's stirring up just from my perspective, it's stirring up so much controversy about Mary Jane, and I don't even want to play her at all.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy. It's like, why can't you take her whole shit out and give me more shit to my character? Yeah. I am Spider-Man. I'd rather be Peter Parker more. I'd rather go to the Daily Bugle, and is that the Bugle? Or where does he work at?
Bugle.
Yeah, Bugle. Yeah, I'd rather go take fucking pictures, bro. I'd rather do anything as Peter than play Mary Jane. I don't want to be Mary Jane. Yeah. I don't want to be Lois Lane. I want to be the person. I want to be the person.
And that's not. And that's not even a sexist thing, right?
No.
Because you would have enjoyed playing as Black Cat.
Yeah, or Wonder Woman. If I'm Wonder Woman, I don't want to be Wonder Woman's significant other. I want to play Wonder Woman, which I would be geeked to play Wonder Woman game. The way Wonder Woman was going in on Suicide Squad, they need to do that. They need to make a Wonder Woman game. That'd be fire. Ooh,
yeah, Wonder Woman would be.
Yeah, and plus not only that, I'm a strong female protagonist lover when it comes to movies and games. So that stuff I want to see anyway. I'd love to see that. But Mary Jane in this particular circumstance is not the main. I'm cool with give it a strap and get it done. Get it done.
Give it a strap.
All right, get it done. If that's what it wasn't even a sex thing. It's an overall game mechanic that I have a problem with, So
right,
yeah, it had nothing with sex.
No, I feel you, man. Yeah, because even in the first one, bro, them missions were lame as fuck.
Bro, lame as bro. I was hauling ass through those. I was like, I don't care if they see me. I'm trying to. And sometimes I get through, and I'm like, yes, I can speed run this. I'm speed running this. I don't want to sneak around in a Spider-Man game as Mary Jane. Why am I doing this? I already got to listen to her the whole time. Go get him, Tiger. I only need that once. You know what I'm saying? Okay, babe, I'm gonna go get him one time. That's all.
Quick question. Would you rather play her, or would you rather have an escort mission? This is just some game mechanic question. Would you rather escort her around? Because she's gonna be part of the story, my boy.
You right.
I hate escort missions.
Oh, that's a good one. Because I hate escort missions too. Oh, I'd rather do the escort, I think.
What about y'all, Chad? What y'all gonna do? You said you would rather do escorts, guys?
I think as long as it's not multiple escorts, I'd be cool with that escort instead of playing Mary Jane and sneaking through museums and having her go get into such danger. I'm like, bro, where are you getting this confidence that you can hang with these people that I'm dying to? You think you can hang with them? What are you doing? I don't need you to do this. I'll go do it. Why are you? He's always like, Mary Jane, no. Yes, Mary Jane, no. Why?
Nah, she sound capable, to be honest.
She is.
Should have been Mary Jane too.
Right, Mary Jane Wick. Is that what you used to call her?
Yeah, Mary Jane Wick. She was clapping niggas bro.
Clapping. I was tripping on that. I was like, there's no way I'm smashing these out like this.
Somebody killed Mary Jane Wick's dog, bro, and she was going crazy.
She said stun gun.
That shit was taking people out easier than I was as Venom Spider-Man. That gun was. I'm like, bruh, why aren't we just suited up with this gun? We need to modify this and duplicate this, and I need to put this all over my suit because you're eating. You need to share the gun, and then they upgraded the gun.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. Crazy.
Star Traffic says, I personally love woke. Woke means equal rights, equal justice for all. In other words, righteousness. MLK and civil rights movement was woke. They wake up America and Jim Crow apartheid laws. Like, I agree, man. I think the word woke has manifested into shit I don't like. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think anybody that's woke uses the word I'm woke. You know what I mean? It's always
as a verb as well. It's like it just grammatically bothers me.
yeah.
Like, and the meaning of it has changed over the years. It used to be like woke was kind of synonymous to enlightened a little bit, but now it's just it's the exact opposite. It feels like sometimes people are using it as you don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I mean? You're lacking information instead of what it used to.
It almost means ignorant. It's like or it's like I don't.
In certain circumstances, yeah.
Yeah. Well, cool, man. Chat, y'all been awesome during this discussion. Yeah, we got 100 motherfucking people in here. What's popping, y'all? Appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. Yeah, gender correctness is not woke.
I woke up. I'm sorry. I don't know why. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely like some people's I mean, again, it's just some people's opinions that I rock with, you know what I mean, on the interwebs that I think are, again, like they're trying to make engaging content, you know what I mean, and go with what they know or whatever. So like there's no fault to them on this topic.
I'd rather this than be reversed, you know what I'm saying? At least it's gone one way and not the other, you know what I mean? So
right.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I would just like everybody to have like a meaningful discussion, because what will happen, and you will see it on Twitter, is another consulting firm will pop up that has done nothing wrong, and it'll be labeled as a Sweet Baby Inc.
No, I agree.
And people will go after it, right? I believe that all these initiatives, because like I didn't care one way or other about the Black Deaf Girl, but guess what? Somebody who is deaf played that game and was fucking thrilled about it,
geeked about it. Yeah, I can only imagine, for real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so what are we arguing about, man? Like, we're all human beings. You know what I'm saying? We all have our own political ideologies or whatever. My main focus in my life and for my family is to reduce as much harm as possible. And that's just my philosophy in general. Right.
The Deaf Girl segment was better than Mary Jane's.
Yeah,
be real. That gameplay was fine. It was. I just had never played anything like that where it like your senses were deafened too. So I was like, oh, this is really really interesting to me. Actually, like it's better than Mary Jane. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but this shit was dope, dude. Like I don't care one way or another if there's a didn't they add like a trans fighter in God, what was that game? The fighting game. I played you a couple of times in it.
What, UFC?
No, it was
Undisputed?
No, it's like Street Fighter almost, but it's shell shaded.
You said you played me in it?
Guilty Gear.
Guilty Gear, yeah.
Yeah, didn't they add a Guilty Gear Stripe? Yeah.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, they added a trans character. I think even
Hogwarts,
yep. They did her wrong though. They called her Sir Ronan.
Yeah. You told me about that. I forgot about that.
That was wrong, bro. Like J.K. Rowling did that shit, bro. I was like, I know.
That's why she ain't getting no awards.
She said,
you want to be petty?
Yeah, she said, yeah, you can have Bridget. Bridget was the trans character in it. But like, who is that bothering?
I don't know. I'm trying to fly through the air on my broom.
That's it, bro. I don't give a shit. I'm trying to do magic.
If somebody's represented it, cool. But like, who's that really? Like, oh, here they go, inserting their politics and agenda. Well, you don't know like how many people you want that person that's a trans person working at that company, developing the characters and stuff to not insert themselves in the game. One iota. Come on, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah. All right, man. I think it was an important discussion.
It is important.
And I fuck with y'all. Like none of y'all. We had meaningful discussion in chat, which was cool, man. Y'all didn't come at me hard about it, so that was cool, man. I just want all people to be represented in art. You know what I mean? I want these developers don't need to. They're not forced to go with Sweet Baby Inc. or any other consultant. They want to. So if you actually have a problem with them consulting on DNI or DEI rather, or any of that other shit, sensitive writing, then go after the studio. They're the ones hiring the company. You know what I mean? Like, don't go after like in this case with Sweet Baby Inc. and them employees, you're fine to go after them.
They was going crazy.
Hey, them comments was nuts.
I can't do them comments. Like that ain't cool, man. It really isn't.
But please, let's not pretend like when you look at it holistically and from a larger scope, that representation matters, that people need help with said representation, so they will hire consulting for. You think any Assassin's Creed happened on its own by the developers writing it? No, they consulted historians, the Smithsonian, they consulted all that kind of shit, right? Like they do. You have to do consulting when you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Exactly. That's my thing. I was like, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know anything about that stuff. How am I going to make a whole game? How am I going to include that part without help? How? Right. I'm going to misrepresent it. That's how. That's the only way. That's the only
and it's
way.
been people been cool with misrepresenting shit for years. So it's just now things are changing, man.
Yeah. What's up, Web Dave?
Yo.
Appreciate you being here, man. So yeah, we can go ahead and move on. Shout out to the chat for being civil about this discussion. We just three black brothers that like to see more black hairstyles.
That's,
you know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, at the end of the fucking day, we just want more hairstyles, man. You could even, you know what, we just want variations of the same style. If we have waves, or we want a fade, so fade and wave variant. Right. We just want a couple variants.
Right. Yeah.
It's not y'all almost got our beards and stuff down though. The bit like the facial, but that's that's kind of most men. They're not too varied, but yes.
I want 4 different cornroll styles. You know what I'm saying? I want 4 or 5 different dread styles. You know what I mean? Like you have typically when in video games, and it makes me so upset. You'll have 50 fucking pages of hairstyles.
50.
And we get 3. Not 3 pages.
Nope.
3 hairstyles.
If we're lucky, too.
If we're lucky.
Yeah, we might have to borrow some other shit from some other people, too. You know what I'm saying? I've had to do that.
It's a fade, a high top, and an afro. That's all we get. It's
or
like
bald.
Or bald.
The low Caesar.
The low Caesar. I wish they would say Caesar.
Yeah, they won't say this. They won't say Caesar. It should be haircut 55.
Right.
But they have so many other cool hairstyles, man. I'll be like, bro, you're forcing me to pick one of the other ones. Like, come on, man. But all right, so that's all we want.
Yeah, that's it, man. And then shout out to all the D. I'm sorry, I'm still talking. Shout out to all the consultants out there.
Oh yeah,
out there trying to do the good work for us.
Trying to represent. Appreciate
what I'm saying? Like, shout out to y'all. Y'all are underappreciated, and sadly, with this whole Sweet Baby Inc. shit, they gonna come after y'all head too.
Unfortunately, it's a part of the culture.
Yeah.
One bad apple spoiled a bunch, bro. That's what it is.
Bro. They do. Pioneer with the $2 say you guys are speaking physics.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that $2 for the kids. You know what I'm saying? For all the y'all that just joined up, if y'all like what we putting down or just liking the discussion, hit that like button, sub up. I think about 40% of our viewership comes from people that are unsubbed. Just hit that sub button, baby. It helps out a lot.
Please and thank you.
And hit that like button too, man. Really, really appreciate that. And again, thank y'all for having a civil conversation in here. And I'm not opposed to people that have opposing views, man. Like I want to know, just like everybody should, I want to know where you're coming from and learn from you. And we can have a civil conversation about it.
Yeah.
Always willing to learn, man.
Yeah. These discussions need to be happening in the middle, man. I feel like these days it's seeming like people are afraid to talk about these issues.
Right.
And that doesn't help these issues get any better. It only just have these issues continue on, man. So we need to be able to meet in the middle and have some of these discussions. So we can,
my bad.
No, that's it. Was it also
I think it's also getting worse because of cancel culture too. So I think it's just getting progressive. If we don't do it now and get it all said and done, like they're going to be more scared to say things. Like and I understand being scared to say things. Like you don't want your whole thing shut down. You worked hard for your career and what you're doing. You don't want to get shut down off just one like thing like that. I understand.
Well, people aren't used to talking about heavy topics because what are we taught at work? Don't talk about money. Don't talk about religion. Don't talk about politics.
Yep.
Right. What are you taught at school? Don't talk about money. Don't talk about religion. Don't talk about politics at school. Like you're taught everywhere that you go, besides your own household, what not to talk about. And then whenever you have a certain worldview and somebody else has a different worldview, you have no skill on how to listen and how to talk about it. Agreed. You know what I mean? Like and have a civil conversation. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Because that's a slippery slope, man. Because if you think about it, bro, like if you're afraid to talk about issues that does not directly affect you, there could potentially come a time in the future to where there ain't nobody to come and protect you when it's your turn.
That's
when
right.
you on the chopping block, you know, because you've been silent the whole time. Everybody else ejectocito, cuz, and then and you just sitting there like, all right, anybody gonna say something about me? You ain't said nothing about nobody else. So just keep that in mind, man. People need voices.
We got Nerds and Other Legends for the $5 super chat. He said, thanks for being great host, no matter the topic.
Yes,
what is that at the end? Object?
Odell.
OJ? OBJ?
Odell Beckham. I don't know. No, I don't know. I'm joking.
Also, I've never seen that before at the end. Thanks for the 5, man.
No, I feel like that should be where an emoji goes, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It just we're not supposed to see that.
Oh, okay. I got you. All right. Cool.
Yeah, we're definitely not supposed to see that.
All right. It's objective. All right, man. Let's go ahead and move on, man. Nova. You want to talk about the latest news with Nintendo and Yuzu?
Yeah, man. I'm pretty sure most of y'all know, chat too, that, excuse me, Yuzu actually settled with Nintendo. They decided not to go ahead and take this fight to court, which I thought that they were going to do because I heard that they had a lawyer. I was like, okay, well, y'all done lawyered up, bucko. Okay. But come to find out, though, they ended up having to pay Nintendo $2.4 million, and they folded, which makes sense, man. Nintendo is kind of like the FBI. Once they come after you, they already have the case going. You caught, bro.
Yeah.
Big window. Big window.
They're not going to take. They're not going to bring a case forward that they think they're going to lose, bro.
Nope.
Like they.
No, they knew. And I was reading allegedly that they had people, you know what I'm saying, snooping around in their Discord server. So they knew of what was there and stuff like that. They said that, end quote, Yuzu was facilitating piracy at a colossal scale, they said. Right? And not only did Yuzu get taken down, another emulator as well, which is a 3DS emulator called Citra, was also gone too, because I think it was developed by the same people. So that's gone. And then they had to surrender the Yuzu domain name, agree to delete not only its copies of Yuzu, but all circumvention tools used for developing Yuzu, such as, and it goes on the list, 6 or 7 different tools that I will not name here.
Good man.
You know what I'm saying? And it said hand over any physical circumvention devices and modify Nintendo hardware, which is probably what was being used to dump the keys and dump the games and all that stuff, right? So I'm gonna go to you first, Viking. Did you expect for this settlement, this to come and happen this quickly, man? Because it just made big news like a week or two ago, and now it's already done. They figured it out.
Yeah, bro. Hold on. First off, I was listening to Linus today from the WAN show.
Yeah, LTT.
Oh, Tech Talk.
They were talking about doing a beauty pageant, and them niggas is scared to do it. Like, to show a beauty pageant as far as showing a game natively on the Switch and showing a game running on PC or whatever, to see the difference.
Oh no, Nintendo came for them. Don't
Bro, they said, yeah, we're not. We can't do that. Like just to show it, like, bruh. And Linus was big, man. He's like, well, maybe if you didn't have such trash ass hardware, like we wouldn't have to do this. Yeah. But speaking on how fast it came, bro, like it kind of had to. I'm surprised about, like, it was like not even a couple days, bro. But like they were caught, bro. Motherfucker had a Patreon making $31,000 a month.
Oh, he was swimming in,
bro. You can't do that.
Can't do that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they was like, yeah, they got us. we might as well settle.
Because if they would have went to court, it would have been OV, bro. Like, they had them for sure.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, actually, while I was researching this earlier, I saw it was another company popped up. I think they were called like Yuzu or something like that.
Yeah.
Because it was
bro, it's going to keep happening.
Yeah.
Right?
It's open source. It's open source, man. A lot of people got copies of that. People going to redistribute that.
Yeah, it's always going to exist. My solution to Nintendo, if any of them are listening, make it to where, let's say it's not good enough just to buy a card reader that's sold by Nintendo to hook into your PC to run the game or whatever. Like, because what they're afraid of is like people won't buy the system, right? Like, make your system the card reader, right? And it's USB-C to USB-C, right? And it reads the cartridge that you paid for, and you can run it on your PC. Like, figure something out to give, because as long as this doesn't exist and people know they can run it better somewhere else, they're going to continue to do it. And most of these people that are emulating these games have already bought a Switch, bought the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Very few of them are probably like, I don't need a Nintendo. Like, I'm a run.
I know, very few.
Very few.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that million of people that allegedly downloaded that Zelda game, though, because there's some people in here stealing, bro.
Oh,
definitely.
Yeah, some. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yes. A million downloads of one game. People are out here going crazy.
Because it probably runs so much fucking better.
Yeah.
It probably like the textures probably are a little bit better.
Oh,
it probably
better.
Runs at 120 frames.
I'm sure that shit is way better.
And that was on Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom?
Tears of the Kingdom. So it was their most recent
one.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. You can't be doing that. Like, obviously, they losing out on a lot of money while this other person is making money on their IP. So they're gonna come for you.
Yeah, they sold 20 million copies.
Man, but still though.
Need that milli, baby. It's like, we need that mil. We need 21 mil. Okay.
Like if somebody came to you and was like, hey, I'm just gonna take 5% of your gross income because you make 95, you wouldn't be happy about that either.
Right.
No.
Man, that's my back end. Hold up.
Yeah.
No, I
That's
want
my
all
fun
money.
money. Yeah.
Fuck those guys, man. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. And Yuzu like making money off of it is bonkers, bro. Like that was probably rule number one.
That literally, bro.
Yeah.
Because once they saw like, oh, you making money off of this? Oh, we got a case.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah. Call legal.
Yeah.
No
Johnson. I pay a hefty retainer.
And you know Nintendo got lawyers, bro.
Bro.
You know.
They the Yakuza of the fucking gaming world, bro. Like they got all these kiddie IPs, but they don't play.
They don't
play with them.
Oh shit. What about you, Scale, man? What do you think?
Pretty much agree with everything y'all are saying. You gotta do better. We gotta do better as gamers to not be so boastful on the emulations, bro. First of all, to me, emulating brand new systems like current gen systems is a no-no. We should know better. We should not, especially to pay and charge like not on current gen. And I'm just saying like old gen stuff, emulating that stuff. Go for it type of thing, you know what I mean? But that current gen, they can literally see those numbers right now, you know what I mean? They're seeing, they're not getting how up those are and what they could be making on your current gen stuff. So I'm gonna just say, like, I am not surprised they pretty much got caught red-handed. Y'all gotta be a little sneaky, man. Y'all can't just be throwing out Patreons and trying to get paid off of it. It's like, bro, you cannot. That is rule number 1. Cannot be showing that you're making money off this. That's what the emulation was like, you know, that's what it was about. That's just what it was. We're doing this kind of sneak. They don't know, and we're just still having our fun. That's the whole point, is that we want to just play the games. We ain't trying to make bread off of it. We just want to play them. And when it comes to the Switch stuff, we just want to play it at a better frame rate. I already have the game. I just want to play a little faster. So I already support it. So yes, I'm gonna do the download. Like, I'm gonna do it on PC. That's the only reason I'm playing it, is to have the better frame rate. So them boys got caught. It's all good. There's gonna be a new zoo. You know what I mean? They'll be back with no Patreon and doing what they need to do again. This is not gonna. They're the example of what could happen, but they're not the last, and far from the last. Especially when you're not giving your people what they want. And also, they could fix, like Viking was saying, they could fix it with that, just having like the SD card reader. They could also just, for at least the old games, like, you could just put that stuff on your fucking online. Just make it available. Y'all need to make the stuff available, and y'all also need to update the hardware. That's really what solve it is. You need to update the hardware. Your shit is running slow. We don't want 30 frames anymore. Like,
or 20.
Or 20.
Listen, blood. If I already paid for the game, I'm gonna play it wherever the fuck I want to.
I respect it.
Especially at the 70 price point, bro. I know that most of Switch games aren't, but like $70, I can only put. I need all access.
Damn, somebody in the chat said they used to really work with the Yakuza, and they did.
Yeah, I saw you doing some research over there. You found some info?
Yeah, bro. What the fuck? The Nintendo and the Yakuza during the 1960s. Let me read a little bit of this real quick.
Definitely.
By the 1960s, Nintendo became wildly successful, earning enough cash to venture onto other money-making enterprises. They explored a multitude of options, ranging from instant rice manufacturing to its own taxicab service. The Yakuza had no interest in Nintendo's dealings until the company entered into the Love Hotel business in the mid-1960s. Nintendo opened up several buildings that offered rentable rooms for couples to have sex in. Ooh.
Nintendo.
Spicy. Nintendo spicy, huh?
The Yakuza wanted to strike a deal with Nintendo that would allow them prostitutes to use the company's newly acquired hotels to conduct business transactions. Given the Yakuza's reputation, Nintendo didn't really have a choice and turned a blind eye to the mafia's organization, unsavory escapades.
Damn right.
The criminal activity eventually got out of hand as Yakuza members started running gambling rackets using the Love Hotels as cover. Despite the gang bringing business to Nintendo's string of love hotels, although it probably wasn't the kind of business Nintendo actually wanted, the big N left. You can't say the big N, bro. You gotta say You gotta say Nintendo, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
See, they need D, E, and I right there.
they do. It's the sensitivity reading. Nintendo left the industry and Yakuza behind in the late 1960s. But also it says that Yakuza were its biggest customer when it came to Nintendo's most prominent Hanafuda card manufacturer.
Yeah, that's what they did right before video games too. Was big
Yeah.
card things. So that was their capital to start video games. Shout out to the joking. I can't say shout out to
To the Yakuza. Shout out to Yakuza. Oh, damn, that's
boys.
crazy. Thank you, Yuzu. Your name Yuzu too? Okay, Yuzu Ichikawa. He's the one that said that they used to work with him. So thank you for that. I learned something new every day.
Appreciate that.
Cool, man. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
Me?
Yeah, yo, you were done?
I think so. They got caught red-handed. That's pretty much how that was beefy.
Yeah, Nintendo need to figure something out, man. Like, yeah, it's crazy.
Most of the old like emulators were mostly made by people that was fans, man. Anyway,
Right.
Yeah.
you know, they just wanted a way to play games that they can not acquire anymore, or you know,
Right.
because the hardware it goes, man, it sunsets. So
It does.
a lot of
Which
the
is
time,
crazy, right? Like that's the only place like we talk about like consoles and the gaming industry being a unicorn in many different aspects that it doesn't apply in other things. You know what I mean? Like any other type of medium, right? Like if I want to find an old a movie that I like, I can find it digitally, right? Or I can purchase it online most of the time. You know what I mean? Like maybe not the collector's edition, you know, or a limited run of something, but at least I can watch whatever the fuck like I want to watch. You know what I mean? Besides that, what's that Disney movie that was hella racist? What was that? Mammy Jane?
There was
it's old, bro.
But
like,
the maid.
You can't find that shit nowhere.
Yeah, no, they got rid of that.
they packed that shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Like it's crazy. Like if I want to play Power Stone, bro, I should be able to find a system that where I like modern day, right, to where I can play that shit.
Literally cannot.
or have like a backlog, man, that we can sign in and everybody can just easily access these games, because it don't take that much to run these things, man. So
bro, chat coming in so clutch today. Song of the South is what it was called.
The what?
The Song of the South is what the movie was called.
Oh,
it's called. Yeah. Thank you, the mechanic. Really appreciate that. All right.
But that's all I got.
Bars, okay. You ain't got no more bars. Okay. What about you, Scale? You got you sent a little article about Titanfall. Before you speak on that, that's why he's the GOAT. GOAT Gaming gifted 5 Longhouse memberships.
Yes, sir.
It's doing this little algorithm trying to see who to give them to. Punty050, Saint Reborn 311, Whoop Whoop Kid,
whoop, whoop.
Stanley Francois, and the Trillist. Yo, welcome them boys to the gang. Throw up the emojis, the gang, throw up the set.
Yes,
all that. And then I gotta do the horn. So blast the Viking horn emoji. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, man. Let's get it. It's Horn Hub time, baby. Horny horn man.
He said.
Perfect.
Yeah. I like the addition. I like the addition to blowing it into the mic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just crispy.
Good.
Not bad.
Getting my blow on. No. Oh man. All right. Yeah. So for GOAT Gaming, we appreciate that. Now we got more people in the squad. Throw up the set. You feel me? Bang bang. No,
Appreciate that, GOAT.
no pause. No pause, Yuzu. Oh, do no pauses over here, bro. Sometimes.
I was about to say, I wasn't gonna do you like that, but sometimes.
Appreciate you, man. So Titanfall. Very interesting. Speak on it.
All right. Keep it short. No, we're coming up on time. So basically, I think the wait is over for Titanfall 3. Psych! No, it's not. You're not getting it. You're not getting it. I know you guys want it, but you can get something else within the Titanfall universe. So a small team within Respawn are making a fresh game within the Titanfall universe, but it is not Titanfall 3. They pretty much said that and stressed that. So the new project, though, will be in development and led by Titanfall 1 and 2 director Steve Fukuda, which is actually promising to hear that it's led by someone like him who's a part of the first 2 games. So you know that it will be something of that nature, I'm guessing. But my thing is that I'm pretty sure this is not what the Titanfall community wants, because I don't know if you guys remember back in 2021, July 4th to be exact, Apex Legends got hacked, and after every match, a text came up on the screen and said, "Save Titanfall." Every single match. That would literally happen. They hacked. So the community for Titanfall is very hardcore. Apparently, they want their games.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is going to cut it for them. And my next thing is that EA is in the process of laying people off. So now and they just canceled
another round of layoffs.
No, same ones.
Oh,
same,
okay, yeah.
I don't know about that, but like same ones. But that's still like you're dropping people out of a company and you're talking about having a whole new project come up, and it's an early development at that. So my question is, one of them is, will this game even come out? And 2, should Titan fans feel like this is worth the wait for them, pretty much? Like, will this hold them over until they get a possible Titanfall 3? I also just want the community to hold on and don't be hacking Apex and stuff like that anymore. Because they obviously want their games. But yeah, I'll throw it to you, Nova. What you think about this?
I will lean more towards this game ain't never coming out, bro. And the reason why I say that is because when doing some research, just trying to find out about this, I came across an article that came out around this same time last year talking about how the project code named Titanfall Legends was just canceled. You know what I'm saying? Which had the exact, like, pretty similar, description,
Sounds like
not necessarily. Yeah, exactly. Not necessarily Titanfall 3, but within the same vein of the Titanfall universe. You know what I'm saying? So I will be super surprised if this is still in continue, especially when EA made a clear statement. These are the IPs that we're going to try to switch to. This is the direction we're going towards. And there was no talks about any type of Titanfall universe thing. But like you said, Skellington, the Titanfall community is strong, man. They want to see Titanfall 3. I think recently, within like the last 6 to 9 months, I think the Titanfall 2 servers that came back online or something like that. And then people were on there just playing, man. They like that universe. And I like the universe too, man. But from all the layoffs and what's going on, man, like I would be super surprised if this game ever came out, man. What do you think, Viking?
I think that it's kind of interesting. They just dropped all those licensed IPs. They said they're not going to do those anymore. So I'm of the belief I'm more now. If they did the layoffs and didn't announce that they were not dropping the licensing IPs, right, and just focus on their own IPs, then I would have like some reason to worry. But since they're focusing on their own IPs now, I think that Titanfall is a sure bet for them, at least that universe. Right? If for a somewhat, I think what will be unicorns is a single player game. We saw the news about WB, a single player game just being a one and done, and that's it, right? So what could happen is they make a Titanfall universe game. God, this would be so fucking clean because you're killing two birds with one stone. That is a continuing story that you introduce new characters in, right? And you have DLC and stuff like not a battle pass, right? But story DLC, similar to kind of not as heinous as Destiny, but similar to like that, right? But it's within the Titanfall universe. Simultaneously, when those new characters drop on that universe, that could help with introducing those characters on Apex Legends as well. Right? So you can double dip with a single player experience, somewhat single player experience in the Titanfall universe game, and also get your fix playing those same characters in Apex Legends. So you keep Apex Legends going, and sometimes they could probably cross connect. You might see Lifeline in a small cameo in the single player game. I think if they're thinking how I'm thinking, I think Titanfall fans would be excited. It might not be called Titanfall 3, right? But as long as it's in the universe and you have the mechs and all that shit, man, I think that would go hard as fuck. And then people would be double dipping. Like the new DLC came out for, let's just call it TU, like Titanfall universe. Boom. And then like, all right, I'm done with this. And then like 3 months later, they drop the characters that they introduced within that game into Apex Legends over time. And then DLC drops and the same thing happens. Right. And then you get people fall in love more because like we know the story of like Lifeline, Mirage from cinematics and stuff, right? But not like a full story. Right. But you could get that in this. Yeah. Which would be fucking fantastic in my opinion. But since they're not, and I think a lot of people, I think what was rumored was that Disney upped their licensing fees for games that aren't out yet by like 35% or something like that. Which is fucking crazy. Jeez. Like they were already crazy, and then Disney upped the ante again, and people was like, yeah, this ain't worth it. Like I don't need to use, like EA doesn't need to use Star Wars. It was nice, like those games were dope, right? Yeah. But like they have Titanfall, nigga. Like you know what I'm saying? Beef that up, yeah. So yeah, I'm happy about this approach. With I'm sad that we don't get the Mandalorian game, right?
Bro, that one hurt.
But I'm happy that they're going in the direction to develop their own IPs, right? So it's a little give and take. So I fuck with it. So yeah,
cool. Well, appreciate that, Titanfall fans. Don't think y'all getting it. I don't know. Titanfall 3, I don't know. So appreciate y'all. That's all I got on that. I'll keep it pretty short.
I don't think I didn't finish Titanfall 2. The story of it. No. Like, do you remember? Like, was it a clear ending?
I don't remember, bro.
Chat, was it a clear ending in Titanfall 2? Yeah, let me know.
I couldn't even say. I don't even think they don't even need. Their 3 could be a prequel. Hell, that's all they want to.
They could.
They could just prequel it off. I love when the prequel games come out. As far as the series goes, I think that'd be cool. And then the mechs are kind of older. They're like more basic type of things. No wars, like beginning. Then hopefully they get into Gundam.
Yeah. So Crispy said the ending was sad as fuck. And Enzo said I finished the game. It was fire. But was it like a clear and cut ending, or did it like tease that there would be? Because most things like tease there'd be a sequel to leave room to have one. But like, did this one specifically? Did this one specifically end and then like, yeah, that's the story, or did it leave room for?
If they know what's good for them, they'll fucking do that. I remember when God of War had his little ending thing. I was like, I didn't think at the end of its whole trilogy, I was like, I don't think we're ever gonna get another God of War. And then they had his little hand pop up. I was like, he's back, the goats.
Yeah, bro.
No, I hope they did do something like that. Not that scale, but something that
Yeah.
little cliffhanger.
And besides, even if they do close it off, you know what I mean? If
They can
you want to
find a
open
way.
it, yeah, like
Yeah,
remember
they'll
Halo,
find a
they
way.
done closed Halo like a bajillion times, bro. They
Yeah.
just it's a money
Keep
for
on coming back.
Mhm.
You know what's crazy? I gotta say this real quick for you now. On my chat, shout out to Razor Ramon. He was saying one thing that Halo could do to, like, you know how we were talking about the type of games they could release and things like that to change it up and whatnot
Yeah.
instead of just first person. He said they should make like a Helldiver style Halo, like just pretty much they make a
Like
third person Halo.
Yeah, like ODST, like ODST type of hell.
Nah, we still got to be strong.
Still got to be strong.
Well,
Yeah,
you be
no
a Spartan.
Well, he was
Yeah.
saying more so with like the show, like you play like Riz and stuff
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like not necessarily, but like necessarily, but still have the
Yeah.
style of like
You're a
Helldivers where you're
Spartan.
fighting. Yeah, but you're still a Spartan. You're fighting.
Yeah.
Same stuff, but like third person style like that team battle. I was like, damn, Ramon, that's not
Yeah,
bad.
that'd be clean.
Yeah, it's a good idea, man.
That'd be hella.
I play that.
Yeah.
I checked that.
Oh, Hell Jumper's already being made, I thought, by the community. Oh, in Forge, yes.
Oh, Forge.
Yeah,
I saw
Forge.
something with I did see Hell Jumpers. I was like, wait, what is happening?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's by the community in Forge.
It's in third person mode. That's what I want it to be in third person though. That
Yeah.
changed. That would change the whole feel of Halo. You know what I'm saying? Getting able to see them run around and stuff and use
Jump
all the
high.
weapons, jump high, and just
Yeah.
that shit would be cool, man.
Because
Vehicles
watching that
still,
shit on screen, like
they
on the
be
show,
smashing, bro.
Bro.
I'll be like, damn.
It's like
It
these
makes-
niggas be running like Usain Bolt with 100
Yeah.
pounds of armor on, bro.
Yeah. It makes you remember how strong they actually are and that they cannot be fucked with. That's what we
Yeah.
need. So that'd be cool, man.
That'd be clean, bro. I'm sure somebody shot that idea down before, bro, and they're probably looking at Helldivers right now. thinking,
Ooh,
you sons of bitches.
sons of bitches.
I would feel so vindicated if I was the one to pitch that idea and got shot down, told it was stupid, and then Helldivers comes out of nowhere, and then like that's
You
right,
just sit there.
you stupid.
I'd
son
feel
of a
so.
bitch.
I'd need a drink that night.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right, man. So we're gonna wrap this thing on up. Chat. Hit that like button if you in here watching. We got 89 people still rocking with us on a Tuesday. Love it. Really appreciate y'all being here. Thank you guys for being kind in the chat. Very civilized. Fuck with it. Really, really like everything about y'all, man. Y'all been dope, man. Scale Nova brought the heat today. You know what I'm saying? I love this shit, bro. This shit don't get old. Podcasting is hard, right? Like all the behind the scenes shit is hard, but like being on here is like it's so cool. It's so easy. I'm just talking with the bros, talking with the chat.
Mm-hmm.
This is my favorite part. Man, I love it, bro. I fucking love it. Victor motherfucking Click, my fault. He said, member for 1 month. Appreciate that, homie. He said, anything from the Titanfall world would be amazing. And I will continue to emulate Nintendo games. Fuck Nintendo, and they can clip that.
I love it.
I'm with you, cuz. If I bought the game, I'm playing where I want to play.
Right.
Scale. Final words, bro.
Final words. Hello. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Really, really appreciate it. I go by BLAQQ SKELLINGTON with 2 Qs. You can catch me on my YouTube channel streaming every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at around 1 p.m. Central Time. And you can catch me on here Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Come check out my streams. Follow me. Do likes and subscribes. I appreciate all y'all. We appreciate every single donation that y'all do. For real. It all goes to the kids. Cannot wait to really surprise the kids with some good gaming, man. That's all we're trying to do. So appreciate y'all. Stay down. Hold it down. Thank you.
All right, Nova. Hit him with that positivity.
Man, with the negativity.
Right. Once he comes in here and drops something negative, you're like, oh.
You're gonna be like, oh shit. Like,
Oh,
What's going on?
shit.
You straight? But
He's
no,
like,
man,
"Fuck
I know, right? Like I had a bad day. Like, but nah, shout out to y'all. Shout out to chat, man. All 88 people that's sitting here, man. If you haven't already, please shoot us a like, man. It helps out a bunch. And shout out to all the people that donated, man. No, it's going definitely to a great cause. And it's Tuesday, man. We about to head into Wednesday. Tomorrow, Xbox has that show. So if you guys are kicking it, man, definitely check that out. Don't forget Thursday, we have some incredible guests coming, man. So we got Delilah HD and we got King David. So do not miss that. If you check this out, check that out, please. And thank you. But man, it's Tuesday, man. Have some empathy for somebody else. You know, if you're having a hard time seeing why people want some stuff for themselves, just try to take 1 second and try to put yourself in their shoes and see if you can find something within yourself that'll allow you to see a differing perspective, because it's important, man. We all people and we all in America, and we a big amalgamation of different cultures and types of people, man. Love one another. And I'm gonna leave it at that, Viking.
Oh, don't tell me.
Preach on, Rebel.
Hey! That scared the shit out of me, bro.
I had to.
Bro, he said that's all. That's it for me, Mikey. Oh, don't y'all mean?
Bro, I thought that was him that did that. Good shit.
No, that was clean, bro. That was clean. Oh shit. Oh, guess who?
Dang.
With the 20 bombsies.
See that Deadpool Wolverine.
Yeah,
I can't wait for that. That's gonna.
That's just gonna be straight gas. He said for the kids and for Hornhub.
Yes, sir.
Bruh. That 20 is great, bro. I love it. Let's get back on this. This is my fourth time. Shit, boy, I had that freebie too. All right, man. All right. Somebody said goat status, I think said what that mouth do. He said that shit earlier. I swear, bro. Chad be wildin'. That's great. All right, here we go. Perfect.
Okay.
All right.
Yes,
Power level definitely going up. I see.
You see what that mouth do? You see what that
Not co-signing, my boy.
No. Nope.
Oh man, I appreciate that 20, man. For the kids, baby. Flush Jack says steady making my way through all the previous pods, just about done. Have about 8 left. Good times.
Dang.
Bro, that's what's up, bro.
Appreciate you.
That's gangster as shit.
That's huge, man.
Did you check out the interview that we did with Championship? That's like one of with them devs, bro. That's like one of the highlights so far of my short podcasting career so far. They were so cool.
They were cool.
They were so fucking cool, man. We appreciate that, Flush. For real.
Thank
All
you.
right, guys. This is Black Viking. You can catch me on Twitter/X at the Black Viking 3. Damn, he said bought the game. SRG Studios. That's what's up, boy.
For real? Hell yeah.
Yeah, because it's in early access right now on Steam. Shout out to them, bro. Shout out to them. Tokyo Trey in the building. What's happening, bro?
Yeah.
We just now logging off, man. I love y'all. Again, thank y'all for being positive in the chat, and not being crazy toxic, respectful, being adults, because we are adults. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, well, you know, let's have conversations, man. Really appreciate y'all. Until then, yeah, catch us Thursday, please, bro. Like, you know, we're gonna have the Xbox partner preview on Wednesday. We're not streaming that, but we'll be talking about it on Thursday with Delilah HD and King David, and we gonna act a fool. It's gonna be a great time, bro. It's gonna be informative and fucking great. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait. But until then, I'll catch y'all motherfuckers on Twitter and probably see y'all.
Oh,
We got Vic. Vic done donated too.
Oh, damn. Okay. Damn, I almost skipped the footman himself, bro. My fault, bro. He said, pause, you and your blowing pipes. Well, I'm not
blowing of pipes.
Blowing of pipes. Okay. All right. Whatever, dude. Listen, I appreciate the $2. If you want to see me blow more pipe, then it'll be $20.
Ooh.
Shit getting risque.
Risque for sure.
Look at it with the pause emojis, bro.
Pause emojis, crazy.
No pause over here, bro. All right. Thank you for the 2, bro. Stephen A. That face kills me every time, bro.
That's a good one.
All right, man. Catch y'all motherfuckers later. Peace. Oh yeah. Throw up the motherfucking set, motherfucker.